to the second implementation training. In this session, we'll discuss the sermon series bump. It will be a powerful win because it is one of the most effective ways to get your people back in the door on Sunday and engage with your congregation. We'll walk through 3 text messages that not only encourage your people to show up for the first Sunday of a new sermon series, but then the next one as well. Plus, you'll learn what each message should say, when to send it, and why it works. Just a quick reminder, if you have a more technical question, or maybe you have a question that is unrelated to what we're discussing in this session, please email our support team at support@textonchurch.com. We have an incredible member experience team ready to help you. If you would like to follow along with the workbook, you can access that at the link in the chat. Now, as we promised in session 1, at the end of this session, we are going to be giving you access to the secrets page, which includes an easy button you'll want to use during this session's implementation time. Plus, more easy buttons you can use in all of your ministry areas. That's not all though. You'll get free access to our top resources, so stay tuned. The resources you'll get access to will equip you to connect with your guests, those who plan a visit with your church, your youth, and build an inviting culture within your church. We are passionate about helping your church grow, whether spiritually, through deeper connections, or getting more people in the front doors of your church. I love hearing from our Texton Church members. Recently, a pastor from Christ Community Church in Alamo, Texas told us, "It's easy to use and saves a lot of time for me so that I can do other things. But it allows me to keep things personal and to get to know people who attend our church. It also is a great tool to communicate with volunteers for upcoming or even weekly events." I absolutely love days like today because we actually get to put into action things that are going to make a big ministry impact. We did this to make your life easy, to save you time, and to keep you organized with your communication strategies. And that's why we created the Sermon Series Bump. The Sermon Series Bump is 3 text messages that will keep your worship service front of mind because life is crazy and everything is pulling for our attention. Why is this so important? When the church doesn't take the time to engage with their people, other things win. These messages will help you engage with your members throughout the week, showing them that they are valued and cared for, and encouraging them to join you on Sunday. The first message we send out is on a Wednesday around 1 p.m., around that lunchtime, so members are reminded to invite their friends when they are with their coworkers. It will say something like this: "Hey Jeanette, looking forward to our new sermon series this weekend. It should be fun. Make sure to invite your friends." And hopefully their response with their friends will be like, "Oh my goodness, y'all, look what my pastor just sent." Now, you might be trying to hurry up and jot all these things down to make sure that you know the right wording to say when you're sending out your own messages, but no worries, we've got you. During the implementation time, we've got an easy button that will give you the exact words we are using in these messages, so hang tight. All right, next up, you'll want to send a second message on a Saturday morning, right as the family is talking through their plans for the rest of the weekend. It can say something like this: "We're so excited for the new sermon series that starts tomorrow. See you at 10 a.m. The coffee will be hot. Pastor Joe." And then the final message will go out on the Tuesday after the service. Why after the service? Because if you start a new series or they missed something on Sunday, it is less likely that they will come back to the next series, unless you make them feel that they haven't missed out. Try sending something like this: "Tyler, we just posted the sermon from Sunday. Take a listen. Hope you can join us for week 2 of this powerful series."
All right, thanks, Jeanette. You can choose to send these messages to your whole congregation, or if you have a group of people that have been slipping away, you could just create a group for them and target them specifically. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the platform. All right, we are going to schedule out our sermon series bump messages. So we're going to make sure that you're on your messages tab in your inbox, and you're going to hit create new message. And we're going to choose a text message. And remember, this is our optional message title. And here I'm just going to title this Sermon Series Bump Message 1. and then hit begin. But again, it's optional. You don't have to. So here you are going to schedule your message to a specific group of people. Now you can choose maybe your all church group, your slipping away group of people who have been first time guests maybe in the last 3 months, but you haven't really seen them back, whoever this message needs to go to. And then once you do that, once you choose your groups to send it to, you're going to hit save changes. Then you're going to create your message. And so this first one is going to be, hi, looking forward to our new sermon series this weekend. Looking forward to our new sermon series this weekend. It should be fun. Make sure to invite your friends. So we are going to type this message right in here. And make sure that you use message variables whenever you are sending messages to a large group of people. That way you can personalize them. Right, once you have that, you're going to hit save changes. And this first one, well, we want to choose our text and church number here first. So this is the one that I want to send it for. And now we're going to schedule it out. So I'm going to hit the schedule button up here. And this first one, we want to schedule it to go out the Wednesday before your sermon series starts. So I'm going to do it as if my sermon series is starting on this Sunday. So I'm going to schedule this message to go out Wednesday and roughly around lunchtime. So Wednesday. And then let's do maybe about 12:41 p.m. Sounds good. All right, so we're gonna hit save. On here, then it shows me a little synopsis. It's going to the sermon series bump group. It's a text message and it's scheduled for this date and this time. That all looks good. I'm gonna hit confirm. And now I can go to my pending tab and see that message there. Now we're gonna schedule out our next message. So we're going to hit on the inboxes tab, create new message. We're going to choose a text message again. Got to name this one sermon series bump message 2. Then hit begin. And then again, we're going to schedule it out to our groups, our sermon series bump group. Then this second message just says, hey, we're so excited for our new sermon series tomorrow. We'll see you at, and then you can put in the time of your service when it starts. And then the coffee will be hot, or maybe you guys serve tea, whatever you have there, just change it to make it fit whatever your church services do and what you guys have for your members. All right, so we're gonna hit save changes on that. So I have this message in here, so excited for our new sermon series that starts tomorrow. See you tomorrow at 10:15. The coffee will be hot, and then I signed off my name. Then I'm gonna hit save changes on that one. I get a little synopsis of what it looks like in a phone. And then I can bump down to the next one and making sure it's sending from the right text and church number. And then I can schedule out that message. And so remember, this is all around a sermon series that starts on the 28th. And so this is going out the day before. So I'm going to send it Saturday morning. And so Saturday, and I think roughly I'm going to do, before those Saturday morning plans start, I'm going to do roughly at like 8:30 or so. So 8:33, hit save. Then once I do, I get a little synopsis of everything that's going out. Sermon series bump group, text message at this date and time, hit confirm. And then I got a notification that my message was successfully created. And so now I'm going to create this last message. And so I'm going to go through the same steps again. So sermon series bump message 3 is what I'm going to name this one. Hit begin. Then go to the same group, sermon series bump, save changes. And then this last message lets them know that we just posted the sermon. So it's on our YouTube or our, maybe the Facebook page, wherever you guys post your sermons. This is going out after that first sermon. So you're going to send this that next week. So once I have that message in there, it says we just posted the sermon from Sunday, calls them by their first name first. We just posted the sermon from Sunday. Take a listen. Hope you can join us for week 2 of this powerful series. And then I put youtube.com just to kind of put in what your YouTube link might be. Then I'm going to hit save changes and then schedule this message out. And remember, this is all centered around a sermon series starting on this date. So I'm going to actually post this for Tuesday. And then I'm going to do kind of mid-morning roughly. So 10:29 is actually a great time. So I'm going to go ahead and click save on that. Confirm. And then I'm going to go to the pending tab to see all of these messages. And here I have these sermon series about message 1, message 2, message 3 created there, ready to go for me. So those are already there. But something that we have for you, if you go to the secrets page for implementation day, you can see that we easily have the sermon series bump easy button here. All you have to do is click on that easy button here that we have for you right here. And then once you click on that, it will import a group into your account with the automated workflows with some of these templates here that you can use. We have all of these messages for you also here that you can just set to active and add to this group. So you have several different ways of how you can connect people with your new sermon series that is coming up.
One of the things that I love about the sermon series strategy is that you can customize it to meet your church's needs. Here are some ways our members have done just that. Pastor Wanda texts her congregation before the service asking provoking questions related to the service. She sometimes gets them intrigued and excited about what's to come. Another one of our members did a sermon series at the beginning of the year, and they used Text in Church to do a follow-up component. They had half of their congregation text the keyword to join this group and an intentional step to focus on Jesus in the new year. And finally, churches like Redemption in Lakeland, Florida, use this strategy to send the link to their sermon video every single week so that people can still hear the message and be encouraged. Churches that are implementing the sermon series bump have seen a 15% jump in their attendance. 15%! Taking the time to send these messages is worth it. Catherine from Living Word Fellowship Church shared with us, we don't have a huge attendance, but we have doubled our attendance by using Text in Church. Now, before we head to implementation time, I told you we would give you a secret link. That gives you access to some incredible resources. It also has easy buttons for not only this session, but session 3 as well. We've pasted the link in the comments to the secrets page below. All right, now it's almost implementation time. You've just learned the best strategy for your second quick win, getting your people back in the door on Sunday and engaged with your congregation. I've talked about the 3 text messages you should be sending your congregation to increase attendance, which includes what each message should say, when to send it, and why it works. You now have direct access to the easy buttons on the secret page and in our workbook, so you should be ready to roll. Your action step for this session is to schedule the first message for Wednesday around 1 p.m. Now, if you want to take this a bit further, go ahead and schedule the next message to send on the following Saturday and your final message to go out the Tuesday after the service. We are now halfway through our training for today.